Good morning. This is Navy Old Salt Gamer. I am back on my moon, spying on Earth as a Zrillian. Now, I did change a couple things. Thank you to the person that pointed out that I had my vent the wrong way. I did, but it didn't matter because I vacated everything in here. One thing I realized as a Zrillian, if you have a volatile atmosphere, welding would be a no-no. So I haven't drilled down here too much yet. I did disconnect the doors because I'm just wasting power with them. I have only my one solar panel. I do have a portable generator hooked up with a couple tanks, and I do have to do this the duck and cover way. Let's get this down here first. Open helmet, drink.
Pressure critical.
Drink, drink.
Oxygen critical.
Drink, drink, drink. And close helmet, plot.
Low pressure.
I do have this hooked up. I don't have it turned on right now. I'm just in massive power conservation mode right now. Eventually, since I'm trying to hide from these foolish humans as I observe the planet, I don't want to put too much on the surface. This is necessary here. Now they can't even see their own lunar lander very well from their planet because their technology is so crappy. So I'm not too worried about this at this level. If they get lucky, they might see me, but it would take them years to get here anyway, so I'm not too concerned. But eventually, I'm going to want to have all this below ground, and maybe even throw some dirt up against everything else. Now, all this stuff, even below ground, is going to have to be in a vacuum, because if I have a volatile atmosphere and I turn this on and start making something, the combination is explosive because, again, I'm a Zrillian. And I breathe volatiles. And occasionally I do have to come out here. When this gets to 300k, it self-ignites. 300 kPa. It doesn't take much. So I am coming outside, and routinely when I think about it, just dumping my canister just to keep that, and hate that thing, keep that becoming an issue. I did put 15 volatiles in here. That's enough for at least 2 tanks of breathing air. So I've got plenty of breathing air. Again, temporary setup, but that's how I get my air right now. So that's where I'm at now. It's time to start drilling. I wish there was an easier way to get rid of this dirt, because I'm very concerned about the old ruining the suit thing. You know, when you're mining, and you slide into it. So we're gonna have to see how that goes. But I'm gonna pause it now. I'm gonna drill down. I got 4 ladders, and let's take the walls with me. I'm gonna use walls. And right now I'm just kind of dumping things in here. I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. There's an extra water which I can put over here. And I have one more here too. Oh, I have a couple. So we'll just throw those there. I did bring my food and water in just to be safe. I don't know how much water I have in here. Oh wow. 100 liters of water they give you. Well, that'll last me a while. Plus there's ice. I've already seen water ice laying around. Lots of oxygen. And I'm like, well crap, I can't even use that. That might be water ice over there. Mining's not an issue. I can do that anytime. So I'm going to start going down here and seeing what kind of success I have. Like I said, I'll go down 4 layers. I just don't want You see it's lower over here, so I want to make sure I get below ground level before I open it up. I will.
Hunger caution.
Oh, jeez. I will eventually put. Do this real quick.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
I will eventually put. I have to put frames on the floor anyway. I could leave the walls open because this is airtight. I've tested it. Dirt's airtight. So we'll go from there, and I'll be back. See you in a bit. Alright, so I've made my tunnel down. I've gone down, I think it's 3 levels, and I put a floor down here. So now I'm going to mine all this out from that frame down to make a room in here that is just solid walls. Somehow I'm going to have an airlock here. I'll put a elevator in here eventually, but it's not too bad climbing up and down the ladder. So, and plus, another advantage of having this open is I can just jetpack down and not worry about polluting my air, which is even faster. And as I was drilling, I was using my jetpack because that kind of also helps you from getting that you bounced into the wall while mining damage to your suit, which is kind of frustrating. So now I'm just going to be putting some frames down on the floor here and seeing how this goes. Can I do one there? I can. How about over here? Yep. So this will at least show me as I'm mining out. Oops, I'm on the left. You know how far I'm getting. Now I might just put the airlock right here, which would, you know, make sense, because eventually I'm going to want this to be breathable air, but I kind of have to make the base first, because, and I'm getting all sorts of mining stuff down here, most of it which I'm probably going to throw away. But I can't do any welding with the atmosphere I want in here, because obviously, like I said earlier, it's going to explode. So there are some interesting things that happen when you're a Zrillian, breathing volatiles, because there's a lot of things that you don't think of at first. Like, oh, I can't weld in here. If I weld in here, I'm going to end up pulling myself up. There's a lot of things that you don't consider until you're about to do it, because each step that I do here, I'm like, is this going to work? But right now, it's still okay. I should be okay to weld. There it is. I'm going to have to make some more frames pretty soon. And some more sheets. So I will have a floor, because you gotta have something to mount things on. But I'm gonna attempt to leave all the walls open. If those silly Earthlings get smart enough where they can start using radar to do searches here, then I want to minimize. See all the gases escaping here. At least I can minimize my footprint as much as possible. If I just have dirt walls, I may avoid detection a little bit longer. So here we go. That's probably going to be it for today. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. I apologize for the long delay between recordings, but I have been playing Bellwright. I also been doing some Space Engineers, and I just don't understand Space Engineers. If any of you have tried it and enjoy it, let me know. I think it's stupid. Especially Space Engineers 2. Right now, yeah, it's in serious early access. But why release a game and charge $30 for it when there's hardly anything playable in it? My recommendation, if you're looking at Space Engineers 2, don't bother. Wait till it has some content. It has nothing. It's creative mode only. You can build a ship. Can't do anything with it. The doors don't work. Nothing works. Really. Why they released it so damn early, I'll never figure out. Doesn't make sense to me. But there you go. That's just my opinion. So, I will be back once I explore or expand my base out here and start what I may do. And an elevator would be, well, you know, the elevators aren't that fast either. What I may do is leave this section down here as a vacuum, and then I can bring my manufacturing and put it in here. Obviously, it's got to be bigger than this. I'm going to expand all this. So this area may just be a vacuum with an airlock going off in one direction or another. So I don't have to worry about manufacturing in a volatile room and having things go blue. So the question is, I don't want the nitrous. I make my own. Oh, speaking of which, rid of that. I make my own nitrous, so I don't need nitrous. If I wanted nitrous, I could just expel my tank into another tank. So this is where I'm going to leave it today, showing you what I'm doing. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a pain to mine all this out. I'm going to go through batteries, but I got water set up. I don't have food yet, so I am going to have to watch my food supply. And I'm going to have to set up a greenhouse. That might be one of the earlier things. And I hate to do this, but you kind of have to have a count of how much food you have. The only way to do that is to dump it out. And it doesn't look like I have a whole ton. I think I have some in the ship yet, though. Water's not an issue. I can make... Oop! Stuck on the ladder. I can make my own water just by using ice. And I think I have food in the capsule yet. Yeah, there won't be many. Oh, it does look like there's a few in there. I don't think I have any left in here. Seeds, green, light. Nope. So I got potatoes is what I'm going to be eating to start with. Scrubber, I don't need that right now. Might as well bring that in, I guess. Flare gun, nope. That's all I want to do here is set up a flare. I may take that eventually just for the battery. Got to think, a tank of oxygen. That would kill me. So, food is maybe, you know. First room is going to be the airlock. The second room may be potatoes. I have to set up a greenhouse. There's quite a few in there, though. So I do have a stack of food. But there you go. That's it for right now. I'm kind of liking the way this is going. I didn't know, hiding myself from the foolish humans, if it was better to build glass. I guess the thing that's most visible is my manufacturing. And this is definitely visible, but there's not a whole lot I can do. I'm just trying to hide myself as best as possible here. But like I said, their technology is crappy. Humans are stupid. I'll see you in the next episode.